What's up, Vlogmas? Okay, so I promised you a rap presents and Q&A chit chat kind of thing. Pneumonia did not let me do that. So here we are today with a gingerbread house building Q&A. So I have way too much crap here. My mother-in-law hosts a gingerbread making contest at her house each year. We just started doing this a couple years ago, and actually last year might have been the first year, but we really enjoyed it, and I couldn't go because I was sick. So they sent my gingerbread house. This is the one I picked out. It is a tree house. I am now thinking, whilst looking at the instructions, that I may have made a mistake choosing this, but we shall see. So basically, I am just gonna get started and try my best, and we'll see if we have enough questions to get me all the way through decorating and everything. I am currently looking for the questions from when you guys asked them way back when. Here we go. I got a few questions in my DMs because they were too long to fit into like the little question box, and then I also put the question box up this morning, so I might have some extra ones. I'm gonna just like sit on the edge of this chair because I'm almost out of the shot and the chair is kind of squeaky, but okay. So here we go. You're supposed to build the base first. So I need to like make some room, but the first question, and I'm sorry if this is rambly, but this is like real life. So you're supposed to make the base and then we'll make the actual house. Okay, the first question is, what was the hardest mental part I felt around food after the surgery? The hardest part is something that I'm still kind of dealing with, and it's snacking. Like the mental, this is not gonna work. I don't know how to even explain it. Like I'm still having to retrain my brain. What in the actual heck? We put it in the microwave for 10 seconds. I don't know if that's gonna work. Now it's probably gonna be too... Lord, the Lord is testing me today, okay? Okay. All right, now that I got the icing fixed, the hardest mental thing that I've had to switch is something I'm still working on, and that is just generally like how I view food and my relationship with food. So like I still have those snacky moments and those moments of, am I hungry or am I bored? And I'm still trying to like retrain my brain, like just because you're bored does not mean you're hungry. I'm also trying to like remind myself that, how do I even say this? Trying to avoid like guilt tripping myself for eating something. You know, like diet culture, right? It tells you if you eat an Oreo, you need to do 30 minutes on the treadmill to burn it off or whatever. And like I'm trying to reframe my mindset on all of that, because that is just BS and it's not helpful, and I iced the wrong part of this freaking cookie, which means where I iced it would not be helpful. You're supposed to ice the bottom. So those are kind of like the biggest, if I even answered that question, reframing my brain around food, because I have spent 30 years like thinking that food is bad, and if I eat something, I need to punish myself, and... Oh, this is actually working. We'll see if it holds. So it's... the whole thing is mental, you know what I mean? Like, basically overeating is an eating disorder. So you have to retrain your brain, and just because it's been a year doesn't mean my brain is retrained, you know? We're still working on it, and I think that's where, like, some people that I know have failed is that they think that once you hit like a certain point in this journey, like, I'm done, like I did it, woohoo. And it's like, I'm never done, right? Obesity runs in my family. Like, this is a forever thing that I'm gonna have to deal with. And the idea is that I at least have the tools in place now to ensure that I'm able to keep going. And I did it because I wanted the hope, right? I felt hopeless doing it by myself. So adding the surgery on to my, I guess, diet regimen, or however you'd explain it, was the push I needed and the assistance I needed to get me to a place where I can continue the journey and utilize the tool to the best of my ability. I don't know if I even Englished that correctly, but I know a lot of times you guys just want to hear me talk, so, okay. Next question, and I actually posted about this the other night. Have you noticed people treating you any differently since you lost weight? For example, are people nicer to you? So, I actually reposted another VSG surgery success stories TikTok about pretty privilege. And it's a thing. I don't know if it's like a pretty privilege thing or a skinny privilege thing or whatever it is. It's one of the two or a combination. But it's a real thing and it's real annoying, in all honesty. So yeah, I think pretty privilege is 100% a thing. I think that skinny privilege is 100% a thing. And it blows, but that's the damn truth. And if you don't want to hear it, like, you're probably skinny or you've been skinny forever, so you wouldn't understand, which is like why my trainer doesn't get this. He was very against me doing this, and it's because he's always been in shape. He's never had to struggle with his weight or how he feels about his body. Not in the same way, you know, as a competitive bodybuilder. I'm sure they have their own concerns, and, you know, am I as big as that guy? Are my muscles as big? Do I look as good as that guy? You know, those kinds of things. Men have their own issues with body image. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he didn't understand this because he's never gone through anything like this. So, but yes, I can walk into any store for the most part now. And I don't feel bad walking into any specific stores anymore. Why am I doing it this way? Whereas previously, like, I would feel really judged walking into certain stores, especially like, oh, there's Brett. Like Victoria's Secret always made me feel like crap once I gained a bunch of weight. And you guys know I used to spend major coin at Victoria's Secret, like a lot of money. I mean, I used to be a Victoria's Secret haul queen. Like, that's what I did. And it got to the point where, like, I did not feel welcome in that store anymore. And that was hard for me because I really wanted to keep shopping there, but also, like, they are not size inclusive, and I understand that they're working on that, and, like, good for them, but I don't have time to wait for them to get their shit together. Like, you shouldn't, I don't know, I feel like stores should be given the opportunity to fix their mistakes, but also it's common knowledge that the average American is a size 16. Like, the average American woman is a size 16. So, like, saying, oh, we made a mistake, we need to change, is like, okay, so you just didn't want to realize what everyone already knew. How do you stay on track and find the motivation to continue your health journey? It's not without its challenges. Like, the holidays are very unmotivating. I am not motivated at all right now. I'm not tracking my food right now. But I also think that that's okay. I think tracking your calories every second of every day is not a sustainable practice. I do think it's important, so please don't get me wrong. I do think you should, especially at the beginning of your journey. I think if you see plateaus or you start falling off the wagon or like you go on vacation and you need to reset, next Monday, I'm gonna probably do, maybe even Sunday, I'm gonna do a hard reset. And basically to me, that just means I'm gonna track my calories for a week, see where I'm at, see what happens. And I haven't been good at working out lately either. Like, I have things I need to work on. Please don't think that I'm like over here just living my life. You know, people are starting to ask me, am I in maintenance mode? And it's like, for the holidays, yeah, I'm in maintenance mode because I want to enjoy the holidays. But like, as soon as Christmas Day is up, your girl's back on her grind. Like, I don't know. I still have 35 pounds to lose to hit goal weight, and I really want to do that before we go to Antigua as I eat this icing directly from the bag. But I'm not going to restrict entire food groups. I'm not going to, you know, limit myself as to what I can enjoy during the holiday season. That's, oh, son of a... How are these so far apart? Something ain't right. Did I put the... No, they wouldn't fit the other way. Oh no, something's wrong. Anyway, back on track. Sorry, Brett's texting his mom and the baby and all kinds of stuff is happening over here, and I don't know what's going on, why this is not fitting correctly. Couldn't tell ya, but whatever. I have 35 pounds to lose before I hit my goal weight, and I want to do it before we hit Antigua. I don't know if that's possible. Antigua is like 3 months away, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Theoretically, I should be able to do that. Like, completely in theory, yes, I should be able to lose 35 pounds in 3 months. This is not gonna look good. But I am gonna try my best, damn it. But yeah, it's a constant battle of trying to stay motivated. And I don't think everybody's motivated every single day. It's, at the end of the day though, like, I had this surgery, and I don't have these scars on my body for nothing. I am not building this correctly, and this wall is caving in. Son of a muffin. Look, I'm a writer, not an architect, okay? Oh, this is just a hot dumpster fire mess. Oh my god. Okay. These pieces just do not fit together very well. Also, I'm sure there's a significant, oh my god. Okay, see now this one on the other side's falling through. I'm sure there's a significant amount of user error here, okay? I acknowledge that. Okay. I can't even focus on the questions because this is just so not working. Generally, I had this surgery for a reason. I want to stay motivated. Sometimes I'm not motivated. Sometimes holidays get in the way, but you just have to decide what you want and keep going. Stay. Okay, next question. What did I end up doing with my Victoria's Secret collection? I still have, like, how much of it do I have left? Maybe a fourth. I sold a lot of it on Poshmark. Like, a lot of it. A lot of it's still for sale on my Poshmark. My Poshmark's always linked, I think. But yeah. I have some special pieces from those collections that I would really like to get into again, and or for the first time I'd like to get into them. Wow, that side that you were looking at was really horrible. The other side looks a little better. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Okay. All right. So now we have to put the little, these are supposed to be bushes, so we're gonna put the bushes on. The next question is, what's my next vacation? That would be Antigua, our honeymoon. I don't even know the exact dates of that trip. I should probably figure that out because I think Brett asked me that the other day because should I decorate the side of the house and then put them on? Yes, I should. We're gonna do that first. Okay, but first we're gonna go back to the tower because I need to put the ladder rungs on it. I also am going to reinforce this with some icing. Yeah, so Antigua's next. And then what would be next after that? Next after that would be the Florida trip that we take with my in-laws every year. Then our annual trip to Hilton Head in September. And then on my manifestation board, which I did do while I was sick, but I screen recorded it so I can do a voiceover for you guys and walk you through my 2022 manifestation dream board, vision board thingy. So let me know if you want that. But I really want to go to Disney World again this year, and I really want to go at Halloween time. The first trip that Brett and I ever took together by ourselves was to Disney World in Halloween. I think I vlogged it. It was the very beginning of my YouTube career too. So I think I hit like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers on that trip, something like that. It was like a big milestone for me. I was really, really excited. So yeah, so then we'll have that. And then he wants to go on like a bunch of trips, but I'm like, dude, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but not that we can't. It's just I don't know how he's gonna be able to take that amount of time off. So, yes. What's on my Christmas list is the next question. A variety of items are on my Christmas list. Like 90% of what's on my Christmas list this year was books. I have really gotten into reading again. Also because there's like nothing to watch right now for some reason. Also because anytime anything comes out on Netflix or whatever, I binge watch it in a day. Like The Witcher, I watched all those episodes in a day of season 2. It was really good. And I rewatched season 1 like the day before. So books. Brett's mom always likes to buy us clothes, so I've got some things from Free People and some stuff from Abercrombie that I asked for. I asked for like a leather puffer jacket. It's like a little cropped puffer jacket. I'm super excited to show you that. I really wanted a new designer bag because, you know, getting the Prada one last month was not enough for me apparently. So I bought myself a Louis Vuitton Keep All bag. That arrived while I was sick. That was a good feel better present. What else was on my list? I mean, that was basically it. Book of the month. I wanted a yearly subscription to Book of the Month, so I asked my mother-in-law for that. Oh, and one of those big-ass Dyson fans with no blades. That's what Brett and I asked his grandma for. She always does she does $150 a person, and the couples are allowed to combine. So that fan went on sale for $300 over Black Friday. So that's what we asked Grandma for Christmas. So that's what we got. I'm assuming they basically get us what we ask for, as long as it's within reason and within their budget. What is my favorite Christmas tradition is the next one. I don't know. Somehow I like super enjoy going to my in-laws' house on Christmas morning. I really enjoy that. Or at least I have been lately, the last few years. It's just been really fun, especially because I have a niece and nephew and now a second nephew as of literally hours ago. It's just fun to watch the kids open their presents and get together with the whole family. I know things are going to be a little crazy when we start having kids or when we have our one. So I don't know how it's all going to work once we start adding our bunch to the mix. But it's been a lot of fun spending time with his family. I know a lot of people have trouble with their in-laws. I don't. I have the best in-laws I ever could have asked for. And they make everything so fun, and they're so kind and generous, and I'm just a super lucky girl to have those guys, because some people, like my mother, got screwed in the mother-in-law department. I definitely did not say that out loud. But, so, yeah. My favorite tradition is probably just like going over to my in-laws' house and seeing the giant, massive pile, which if you've been on this channel before, you have seen the enormous pile of crap that my mother-in-law, she just goes crazy. She goes crazy. It's her favorite time of year. It's the one time she just totally lets loose and buys anything and everything in sight. I sent her a few things that I wanted, and she texted me back and was like, I need more things. And I'm like, I don't need more things, man. She's like, no, you need more things. Come up with more things. And I'm like, oh, crap. Okay. So I had to come up with like a couple more shirts that I wanted. So we're super lucky. But it's really fun every year because it's like the pile grows, mostly because my sister-in-law keeps having kids. So there's more people every year. But it's even like crazier this year because, you know, a new baby this year, and my mother-in-law is retired, so like her favorite pastime is shopping. So, I mean, honestly, her life is totally goals. So, okay. My favorite post VSG meal is honestly eggs. And that sounds boring as hell, but eggs always work. They always work, which is why I did yesterday's video cooking a crap ton of eggs, because they always work. They never bother me. They always sit well in my stomach. I never throw up eggs. Actually, I haven't thrown up since I had the surgery. I got pretty damn close with some Chick-fil-A. I posted about it here on Instagram. That was my fault. I don't eat anything fried anymore, literally because of that. I haven't had a French fry since that moment. Which kind of breaks my heart because I love French fries, but, you know, I can't do it. Can't do it. So, and that's fine. I don't need French fries. I love them. Why did I do that? Which side looks better? Does that side look better? That side technically looks better. Okay. I want to do like a doorway arch here like they did with their gumdrop. This just looks like absolute garbage. Wow. I mean, honestly, it's a Wednesday and I'm sitting in my kitchen by myself decorating a gingerbread house talking to myself. This is my life. And that's the wrong color. But yeah, eggs. Eggs are the best one. Best meal. Do I still crave the food I ate before the surgery, like junk food, and how do I deal with it? Yeah. Yeah, I do. For the most part, I found alternatives. Like, I don't buy chips anymore. I buy the Quest chips. I actually ate some real Doritos, like, last week. And I cannot believe it, but I didn't think they were good. It was the weirdest thing. Like, I thought they were bad. I had half a mind to ask my husband, like, did these taste right to you? Because they just didn't taste right. It was really, really strange. So yeah, mostly I found like alternatives for the things that I used to want to eat. The only thing that I haven't found an alternative for is the, you know, ever polarizing, what's the word I'm looking for here? Carbonated beverages. You know, people have gotten in fights with me in the comments about, you can have carbonated beverages, your doctor's just using scare tactics on you to keep you from... I'm like, you know what? If the only thing I have to give up in my life to be healthy is Diet Coke, so be it. You know, I do miss things like, I miss Red Bull and Diet Coke and Bang energy drinks, which are terrible for you. So it's like, I really shouldn't miss them. you know, but I just put a little, did a little bit of that. I'm gonna add some green frosting to the bottom of this. I should have stuck those green gumdrops on with green icing because, you know, that would make complete sense instead of sticking them on with the white icing. But I didn't do that. So now I'm gonna go through and cover the white icing and add like, oh man, I didn't even realize I had all this stuff. Ah, there's all kinds of crap in here. Wait till you go. See, my mother-in-law can't do anything half-assed. She's got to go like full out. So like this kit came with like 3 of these packages and I've got all this stuff. So I'm probably going to decorate some cookies at some point. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I was just thinking, I don't want to just throw this stuff away. Some of it I'm going to throw away because it's gross. Like, I hate these things. Gummy, I can't eat gummy things either. They bother my stomach. I can't eat gumdrops. But, okay, the next question. I'm not really sure I understand this question. Have you ever been too loose on yourself after VSG considering your diet? I'm not really sure what that means. I'm guessing that means like, have I eaten things I probably shouldn't have? Maybe that's what they mean. And like, yeah. Like, but again, I did not have this surgery to say like I could never have donuts again. You know what I mean? Like, I had the surgery so that I could get my shit under control and enjoy my life in general. And like, how often do I eat donuts? I can't remember the last time I had one. It could have been months. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't crave that stuff as much anymore. Sometimes I have a craving for those things, and when I do, I let myself have it, the craving goes away, and then I don't obsess over it, and I can't overeat, so there's no binge eating. It's like, if I crave a donut, I get one donut, the craving is gone, and I move about my day. It's not gonna ruin my day, it's not gonna ruin my diet, you know? It's fine. Okay, well, I guess I will put some green icing on the back, just so that it's fully stable on the back. And then we'll move on to the next question. Like, I can't just throw all of this icing out. I've got to use it for something. You can find like some stupid Pinterest cookies to make. I also have a baking, I have a bundt cake, and I want to do like a chocolate chip eggnog bundt cake. And it's like, I think it's Christmas trees? I don't know. There will be baking vlogs coming. My engagement story time, picking out my ring, the sandcastle. Okay. The engagement thing was such a crazy experience. I knew that he was going to propose. I just kind of knew. And I wasn't sure which trip it was going to be on. I had a feeling he was going to propose while we were on a vacation. You know, lo and behold, I was correct. I'm going to do a red roof. So I picked out a couple of white dresses to take with me on this sort of vacation. And whenever we go on vacation with Brett's family, we always do one night where the 2 of us go out to dinner without everybody else. So I figured, you know, if he's gonna propose, it's gonna be on the night we go out to dinner by ourselves. So I'm like, okay, if this is gonna be it, like if we're getting engaged, it's gonna be this moment. But I had no idea what was happening or how he was gonna do it. So if you haven't seen that, he proposed, he got in Florida, and he got a company, like it's a couple, and they do professional sandcastles. This is not going well. And so basically the sandcastle said, "Will you marry me?" And the video of me is funny because I figured he was just gonna plop down on the sand and do it. And So I noticed there was like a sandcastle and it had some roses around it, and my brain did not put two and two together, and we go over. And I'm thinking, why are there roses on this thing? Like, what the heck? There were just like a few petals, because all the petals were on the other side. And it was a big heart that said, will you marry me? And you can see it on my Instagram. And we're walking up to it, and I'm vlogging. And I was convinced the front of the castle was like facing the water. So I think I said, Brett, the front's on the other side. Or like I said, we're going to the back. What are you doing? Like I sound angry. And then we get to the side of the castle and it says, will you marry me? And he drops down on one knee. And I think you can hear in the vlog that I was taking me say like, oh my God. I was just so surprised that he got the sandcastle. So his mom and my mom helped set it up. The whole family knew that he was going to do that, which is why they went out to run some errands before dinner. It was because they were checking on the sandcastle. He's convinced that I had no idea that it was happening. And like, I knew he was going to propose on one of these trips. Did I know it was going to be right then? No, I did not. But like, I'm not dumb. Like, I knew something was up. But like, he wasn't the kind of guy that was acting nervous or anything. He knew I was gonna say yes because I'd been pestering him like within an inch of his life to propose to me. So, because I knew I wanted to marry him, and he knew he wanted to marry me, and I was irritated that it was taking so long, even though it really wasn't that long. We were together 3 years? No, we've been married 1 year. 4.5 years before we actually got married, but 3 years, I think, before we got engaged. I don't know, we were living together, and like, we were getting our like stuff situated, you know what I mean? Like, we were working through, you know, when you start dating someone, you're like, can I deal with this person's brand of crazy for the rest of my life? So we were like figuring those things out, right? And we had pretty much decided like, yeah, I can deal with this person's brand of crazy forever. I like this person a lot. So we had pretty much figured that out. So I don't want the yellow ones. That looks too Chiefs Nation. What is that, a sweet tart? Yeah. Lord. So basically I'd been pestering him to, you know, within an inch of his life to ask me to marry him. And he knew I wanted to get married at the beach, so I figured he would ask me to marry him on the beach, which he did. So he got really nervous because we got engaged at the Henderson State Inn, Henderson Park Inn, and we had dinner reservations, and he said, hey, let's go take some pictures, because he knew I'd want some pictures for Instagram. I'm like, this is the perfect disguise for, you know, a proposal. Like, I knew it. And then like, for a second, they wouldn't let us down to the beach. Like, it was gated. It was only for people that were staying there. And he'd already called them and told them what was happening. But like, there was some miscommunication and they almost didn't let us down on the beach. And he was like starting to panic. I didn't notice it, but he was like upset. So, but we got down there, and then the people that built the sandcastle are the ones that recorded the video of him proposing that you've seen online. So it was my dream proposal, you know. And then they wanted to know about picking out my ring. So I thought I wanted a different ring for a while, and I really wanted something unique, something vintage looking. You know, I have a lot of friends that either have like solitary stones, or round, everybody's got a round stone, and I wanted something different. So I ended up with my Neil Lane ring. Neil Lane actually asked me if they could post the photos of my ring on their Instagram, so I'm waiting to see when they post those, because that'll be really, really cool. I think they discontinued my ring, but so I picked it, and it's not because I don't trust him to pick it, but it was because I'm super picky, and So we went to Jared's together and we picked it out. We meaning me. You know, I made sure I picked a ring that was in his price range, and we made sure it was the ring I wanted. So, because, you know, I know a lot of guys that, like, actually surprise their girlfriends with engagements, like, really surprise them, that pick out the ring. They're worried they're going to say no because they don't like the ring or something. So he didn't have to worry about any of that. He knew I would say yes to him, and he knew I would say yes to the ring. So it all worked out really well for him. So, not that it didn't work out well for me. Somebody is at the front door. That is probably a package. Can't tell. I'm gonna lay these down. I didn't see anybody up there. And then we'll go look at the front door. I can hear the neighbors. They've got, we've got a set of, oh, that's the next door neighbor. So we have a set of grandparents that live, not our grandparents, but they're grandparent age couple that lives next door to us, and every year she does Christmas candy, and she brings us a tin of Christmas candy. So that's what's on my front porch. I'm gonna go grab it because I don't want it to sit out there. I can hear them out there with their grandson right now. He's so cute. His name's Fletcher. Look at this, you guys. I love them. They're so sweet. So this is some, I get this is, I'm gonna guess this is banana bread. And then she always puts it in a Christmas tin. So then when we eat these, I fill it with cookies and return it back to her every year. So, ooh. Okay, so she does like peanut butter balls and turtle clusters and things like that. So she makes these by hand every year. I'm so lucky to have these guys. So I'm gonna eat one of these right now. All right, I'm eating one of the peanut butter balls. I do eat sugar. I get that a lot. You eat sugar? Yeah. Why the hell would I not eat sugar? I don't get dumping syndrome or anything with sugar, so I don't eat a lot of it, but I do eat it. I don't crave it either. I think once you've like had the surgery, like, and you don't eat sugar for so long, you get to the point where you're like, I don't really want it. So, but that's the engagement story. There you go. Okay, hair loss. I've done, I think, quite a few videos and mentioned it quite a few times. I'm still kind of dealing with it. Like, it's not as bad as it was, but like, I still have a good amount of hair that comes out of my head every day. I know that you normally do, but sometimes it still seems like a bit much. So I don't know what that's about, but it happens to basically everybody. So you just kind of have to go with it, you know? How do I go about compromising in my relationship? Brett and I have a lot of really good communication, which is great because we used to not. It was our biggest problem, was that we like legit sucked at communication. But like, we just kind of sat down and decided like, this is not gonna work if we don't talk to each other and we don't talk effectively. We did the whole figuring out like your love language thing and determined the best way to talk to each other. We have weekly meetings to discuss, you know, what's going on and how we can help each other throughout the week. And we just kind of decided like, we want to make sure that this marriage lasts forever. So we're just gonna start it off right and make sure we start it with the right tools, and that's what we did. So, and it's working really well. How do I like to celebrate the holidays? Any holiday. I like doing this stuff. Easter we have at Brett's parents' house. We also do Easter with my parents. Let me see, what other holidays are there? Birthdays, we have a birthday celebration like every month because Brett's family is so big. That's a big holiday kind of a thing. We usually do a big event for Mother's Day and Father's Day with Brett's family. We usually just do dinners. that's our big thing, which like can be kind of sucky post VSG, right? To have a family that's like super focused on food. But I feel like a lot of families celebrate with meals. So you just kind of have to deal with it. And I have tips and tricks on how to do that kind of stuff, you know? So basically we celebrate a lot of stuff with his family. My family's out of town a lot, so. Okay. Oh my God. Has my lifestyle and wardrobe changed? 100% on each one. I have a handful of things that I kept from the very beginning, but I don't have much of anything left. And of course, my lifestyle has changed. My whole life has changed. It's been great. How do I feel? Amazing. Somebody else asked for the proposal story, and my best friend Mare asked for easy recipes to cook. I have a whole video of that coming. So since we've been doing this for 45 minutes, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this for you guys, but I'm not gonna make you sit through 45 minutes. I have got to get this on top of there and make this look a little better, because it looks like garbage. This is so much harder than I remembered. Disastrous. All right. Oh God, have mercy. It's freaking sideways. We're done. You're done. It's like one of those. Actually, this gingerbread itself is not bad. Not good, but not bad. Look, I tried my best, okay? I think it's cute. Can't wait till Brett gets home so he can tell me it looks like garbage. No, he'll tell me it looks cute. I'm really excited. I think it's cute. I don't know. I could have done those things different, and like, it's not clean, but this is the fun, right? It's not gonna be perfect. All right, you guys, I gotta clean up this mess. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. You finally got the proposal story, so I hope that was great. Also, let me know about this foundation. I'm trying a new foundation. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. Leave me... There's no gingerbread house emoji. I don't know, leave me a Christmas emoji in the comments below if you made it this far. Subscribe for the rest of Vlogmas and the rest of my videos forever because you love me. And I love you. And I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.